Okay, taking a look at a recent eBay purchase of mine. This is the Maisto Air Force Special Edition, or more commonly seen as Tailwinds. Now on this special edition packaging, there is not any mention of tailwinds anywhere on the packaging, but they are the same as the die-cast Tailwinds. The difference between the two series is that the Tailwinds comes with a little stand to prop them up, and then even though the Tailwinds are pretty detailed, you can see that there is some Air Force logos on there, and it's got a nice camouflage pattern. On the special edition, there is a lot more detail. So I have several of these already out of the package, and let me show you what they look like up close. Alright, so the first one we're going to take a look at is the F-18 Hornet C. Let's look at the packaging here. My goodness, if I could find something like that. It was 2 for $5 on clearance from $3.99 at KB Toy Store. And man, how many of these I would buy if I could find them at that price again. And so this is the packaging. It kind of shows you a generic outline of some of the planes that they offer. It's nicely packaged. I suppose it would display all right even just in the packaging. But this is the detail of this plane as the special edition. Now on a regular Tailwind there would be a little slot here to prop it up on its stand, but they trade that off. They don't give you the stand, but they give you a lot more paint detail. So the landing gear is silver and the tires are black, and they've got more paint applications, and the detailing is much more detailed in these special edition than they are in the Tailwinds. So you've got your bomb loadout and a couple missiles on the wing ends. And then they take some paint and they highlight the canopy. So that's the F-18 Hornet. This is the F14 Tomcat. And this is the detailing of this plane. Just look how fine that print is there. Now, I like the fact that they didn't just sweep the wings all the way back, but boy, I would really like to find a die-cast model of the F-14 with its wings all the way forward and fixed in place so that they can't move. I would just love to find a die-cast toy of the F-14 in that configuration. Here's your F-15. And then for a comparison, I have a Tailwinds, so you can see that they're just a little different. The camouflage paint application looks pretty good on this one, but boy, the detailing of the special edition, I think that looks really nice. And you got the canopy highlighted on the special edition. You can see that the missiles are multicolored, and again with the landing gear being black and silver as opposed to just black. So that's the F15, and then you have the F16. The F4 Phantom. And this one kind of surprises me. I saw that it had the multicolored landing gear, which is typical of the special edition, but this one has a slot for a stand. So they did not opt to fill this one in like they did with the other special editions. And this one here actually has some sticker, and it's not all paint application. Let's see here, yeah. So that's what it looks like new in the package. You can tell that it wasn't applied after the fact, but this sticker here is starting to peel, so I don't know, maybe this one was a earlier release before they went to all painting the application. Looks like that's a sticker there, and it's not as nice as the other special edition examples that I have out of the packaging. And then we have our B25 Mitchell, and I really like the camouflage pattern on this one. Got the red outliner on the engine, multicolor props. Again, your silver and black landing gear. And then there's some paint on the canopy. There's some really good looking World War II planes, and this one is one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of the probably top 5. Then we have the B17 Flying Fortress. And then finally I have the F4 Corsica. Now, these ones that I'm showing you that are out of the packaging, these I have on display, or I had on display in my toy collection. And this one here, when I purchased it loose on eBay, the prop was broken. And so I actually fixed this in place and I glued it for display. So for display, the rest of it's actually really clean. You can tell that it's not really banged up and there's not a lot of paint missing or anything. It seems like it's in pretty decent shape. And it was another plane, or another special edition plane, to put on display in my case. So this one wouldn't make for a great play toy with the prop fixed in place, but for display purposes it seems to work quite well. And then the last four are ones that I do not have deluxe variants of. And got the Hellcat. This is another one of my favorite World War II planes. And this one has more of a two-tone color, actually three-tone, because it's kind of like light on the underside, medium blue in the middle, and then it gets to be dark blue over the top there. And then you can see that there are a score tally underneath the canopy of how many Japanese targets this plane had scored hits on. And it has the 2 bombs under the wings. Got the Liberator. And I have this in a different variant with camouflage paint, but I kind of like this army green bomber paint job on it. And then the names of these last two kind of escape me. I'm not for sure what these last two are. Here's a look at the collection that I have and the display case that I have made for that collection. So, thanks for checking out my video. We'll catch you next time.